Check it out, my travel friends. It is a travel backpack. So, real quick, around the outside, we've got, well, who knows? Hard to say. Once you fill this thing up, 17, 18, 19 inches that way. And again, it's kind of smashed down. So 15-ish inches that way. And like I said, since it is smashed down, I should probably let's do this from the back. That makes more sense, right? So now it's more like 14 by 19 to 20, okay? And then, you know, it gets pretty deep right there. While we're looking at the outside, we've got a couple little side pockets. Nice. Compression straps, 2 on each side, so you can really cinch it down once it's filled up. Handle on the top. 2 nice backpack straps here. You got the whistle, because you got to whistle at people. And then, you know, the straps that you can put this onto your carry-on bag. The handle, just slide it over there. Some nice padding on the back as well. And then a super stealthy hidden pocket on the back side there for those valuable things that you don't want somebody to grab out of your back while you're wearing this thing, right? Because, you know, I guess that sort of thing happens. Okay, so front, a little tiny little hidden pouch right there at the top too. Might be good for like a phone or something like that. And then on this side, we have a bigger opening there. Does that make it through? Does that go through? I don't think it does. I'm gonna find out. Nope, it's just an additional pouch. That's kind of nice. And that is, it looks like a weather-resistant, weatherproof material like, you know, you find inside of a cooler. So, you know, throw some ice in there and your drinks, I don't know. And then on the front, I'm gonna open up these little buckles here, and it kind of loads a lot like a piece of luggage. Just flap it open and, oh, there's the surprise on the inside. You have one of these vacuum seal compartments, and it does come with an air pump. Tiny and fast air pump. And it does appear to be battery operated, which is nice because I've reviewed another one of these. You had to plug it in. It's kind of a bummer. But this one, okay, look at all this. We got some USB-C cable, which to me implies there's a battery inside of this that we can charge. It does not, oh! Settle down. Holy smokes, that thing sounds serious. So we'll set that aside. We'll put some stuff in this and a handy carrying case, which is nice. You can pop that all in there. We'll check that out a little bit later, but you get the idea how these things work, right? You unzip the compartment if you can get a hold of it. Oh, geez, that's tough. Good luck with that. Oh, man, there it goes. They have to be airtight so that you can seal them, but holy smokes, that's hard to get a hold of. Anyway, so you fill this up, you zip it back together. It is a little easier to zip up, but you got to get it all the way up over that seal. And I think it's holding there. So anyway, and then you suck all the air down, it compresses it, and then you have all this extra space for the rest of it. Plus, this, I believe, expands. If you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, sure enough. So we can expand this little hang on the zipper. So that's kind of a bummer. Right there. A little bad spot in the zipper, but it does come across. So you can open that up so it holds a little bit more stuff. So that's kind of nice. The top, the flap here also has a nice little storage pouch, a little mesh storage pouch for some miscellaneous items. So there's that. And then finally, the back side of the pack is, and I guess we should open these buckles. Let's open up all the buckles. Is a nice storage as well. So look at this. Another one of these little dividers for miscellaneous items in your pack, so you can store some more clothes or socks or underwear or whatever. And then in the top, we have a pretty decent backpack setup. Nice. Oh Oh man, can you see inside there? Hang on, don't fall off. Look at that. That's kind of fun. There's some nice padding in there. Whoops, sorry. Nice padding in there for your backpack, or pardon me, for your laptop. And then a dedicated sleeve for a tablet. And then that holds everything in place. And you know, TSA friendly, because you can just flap it open, and if they want to see you start something up, you can. So a lot of nice storage options in this. Looks like it's fairly comfortable. The big question for me then is the stubbornness of the vacuum pack area. So we'll check that out. We'll throw some clothes in there and see how that works. Okay, so finally got this bag taken out for a weekend trip. I think it's okay for a weekend trip. I don't know if it's any better or if it's good for anything longer than a couple of days, but so anyway, I thought I'd recreate kind of the packing that I did for that. So here we've got a couple pairs of shorts, a couple pairs of pants, several t-shirts, and a couple of button-up shirts. We need all that to fit in here. So the thing I found especially valuable is being strategic about packing these things. So it's all about maximizing the space, because as you can see, pants are taking up a lot of space. So left those kind of folded like that. And I might just, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna speed this up so you don't have to watch the pain of me doing this in real time. So let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, so it's all in there. Now, it's all about getting this thing closed up. Zipper is not too bad after I've used it a few times. Just got to make sure you get it all the way there. And then what I found to work the best is just pushing it until that air comes out. So it has a valve in here that stops air from coming out unless you kind of move the little protector around. But it does have a pump, and you know, what I found is the pump doesn't work great for sucking extra air out more than what I've pushed. So put this little adapter on there and kind of cover the hole with the pump. And, oh yeah, 2 pushes. So you got a little bit more air out of it, but anyway, there you go. All those clothes are packed in there, and then I still have room for, you know, my socks and my underwear and my travel cords and things like that. Does it save a ton of room? I don't know. It does save some. The biggest problem is you saw some of the stuff got jammed in there. It's going to be pretty wrinkled when I get there, so I'm going to need an iron available. And then to unpack it all, you just unzip, and you'll see that the air just starts coming out of there, and then you can get your clothes out of there. So I don't know. I think it's a good weekend bag. I especially like that it's a backpack. I kind of think that the vacuum sealing is a little more gimmicky than helpful, but still, nonetheless, it's a nice bag. Just you gotta be prepared for the limitations of the space in it. And I was honestly, I watched the videos when they sell it, and I thought, oh man, I can get a ton of stuff in there and seal it down. That's not true. You can get a good amount of stuff in there for 2 or 3 days, and you can get all of the air out, and it will smash them down a little bit, but it's not going to it's not going to free up a ton of space. So again, you know, if I close this, you can see the amount of space you have right now. And then when you just press it down, get rid of all that air, or use the pump. We can do that again too. So again, you know, it's a little more space, but not a ton. So there you go. There's the little compressed travel backpack. Not a bad little bag, but I think it's for shorter trips.